In this video, we delve into the profound warnings articulated by George Orwell and Carl Jung, focusing on the themes of freedom and the internal struggles that accompany it. Orwell, renowned for his critical examination of totalitarianism, offers invaluable insights into the mechanisms of societal control and manipulation. His works, particularly 1984, serve as a stark reminder of how language, surveillance, and propaganda can be wielded to suppress individual freedoms and distort reality. Orwell's cautionary tales urge us to remain vigilant against the encroachment of oppressive systems that seek to limit our autonomy and shape our thoughts. On the other hand, Carl Jung, a pioneering figure in psychology, emphasises the significance of the unconscious mind and the necessity of self-awareness in navigating our internal landscapes. Jung teaches us that understanding our inner selves is crucial for achieving true freedom. It is through confronting our shadows and integrating our unconscious desires that we can attain a more authentic existence. His insights remind us that the battle for freedom is not solely external, but also deeply internal as we grapple with our fears, desires, and societal conditioning. As we explore these ideas, we set the stage for an engaging discussion on their relevance in today's world, where issues of personal freedom and societal influence are more pertinent than ever. In an age marked by rapid technological advancements and pervasive media, the lessons from Orwell and Jung resonate strongly, prompting us to reflect on how we can safeguard our freedoms while fostering a deeper understanding of ourselves. Join us as we navigate these critical themes, drawing connections between the past and present, and uncovering the enduring significance of Orwell's and Jung's warnings in our quest for genuine freedom and self-awareness. In examining the implications of George Orwell's warnings about the threats to freedom, we find striking parallels to our current societal challenges. Orwell's reflections on totalitarianism, surveillance, and the manipulation of truth resonate deeply in an era characterised by rapid technological advancements and the pervasive influence of social media. The rise of misinformation and the erosion of privacy are contemporary issues that echo Orwell's concerns, as governments and corporations increasingly monitor our behaviours and shape public discourse. This reality underscores the importance of remaining vigilant in protecting our freedoms, as complacency can lead to the gradual acceptance of oppressive measures that undermine our rights. Orwell's insights remind us that the fight for freedom is not merely a historical struggle, but an ongoing battle that requires active participation from each of us. As we navigate this complex landscape, it is crucial for viewers to reflect on their own roles in safeguarding freedom. Each individual has the power to challenge the status quo, question narratives, and advocate for transparency and accountability. By fostering a culture of critical thinking and open dialogue, we can collectively resist the forces that seek to limit our freedoms. Engaging in civic activities, supporting independent journalism, and promoting digital literacy are just a few ways we can contribute to a more informed and resilient society. Moreover, Orwell's warnings serve as a call to action, urging us to recognise the fragility of our liberties and the necessity of defending them against encroachment. As we confront the challenges of our time, let us draw inspiration from Orwell's legacy, understanding that the preservation of freedom is a shared responsibility. By remaining vigilant and proactive, we can ensure that the ideals of liberty and truth endure, fostering a society where individual rights are respected and upheld. Together, we can navigate the complexities of our immediate future, safeguarding the freedoms that define our humanity. George Orwell's views on language underscore its profound impact on truth and freedom, illustrating how manipulation of language can control thought and shape societal norms. In his seminal work 1984, Orwell introduces the concept of newspeak, a language designed to limit the range of thought by reducing the complexity of expression. By systematically eliminating words that convey dissent or critical ideas, the regime seeks to restrict the populace's ability to conceptualise rebellion or even recognise oppression. This manipulation of language serves as a powerful tool for controlling not just communication but also the very fabric of reality, as it alters how individuals perceive and engage with the world around them. The consequences of abandoning objective truth are dire, as Orwell warns that without a shared understanding of reality, society risks descending into chaos and tyranny. When language is distorted, the lines between truth and falsehood blur, leading to a populace that is easily swayed by propaganda and misinformation. This erosion of objective truth can result in a culture where critical thinking is diminished and individuals become passive recipients of manipulated narratives, ultimately undermining their freedom and autonomy. In contemporary society, Orwell's insights resonate strongly in the context of media and communication. The rise of social media platforms has transformed how information is disseminated, often prioritising sensationalism over factual accuracy. The prevalence of fake news and echo chambers illustrates the dangers of language manipulation, as individuals are increasingly exposed to biased narratives that reinforce their existing beliefs. This environment fosters polarisation and confusion, making it challenging for people to discern objective truth from fabricated stories. As we navigate this complex landscape, Orwell's warnings serve as a crucial reminder of the importance of language in safeguarding freedom. By recognising the power of words and remaining vigilant against their manipulation, we can strive to uphold objective truth and foster a more informed and engaged society. Ultimately, understanding the relationship between language, truth, and freedom is essential in our ongoing quest to protect democratic values and individual liberties in an increasingly fragmented world. Carl Jung's concept of the shadow represents the unconscious aspects of our personality that we tend to reject or ignore, encompassing traits, desires, and emotions that we deem undesirable or socially unacceptable. This shadow plays a crucial role in shaping our behaviour and perception, influencing how we interact with ourselves and the world around us. When we fail to acknowledge our shadow, we risk projecting these repressed aspects onto others, leading to misunderstandings and conflicts. This disowning of parts of ourselves can create a fragmented identity, ultimately hindering our personal freedom and authenticity. Acknowledging and integrating the shadow is essential for achieving psychological wholeness and personal freedom. Jung believed that by confronting our shadow, we can gain deeper self-awareness and understanding, allowing us to embrace our full humanity. This process involves recognizing the traits we may dislike in ourselves and understanding their origins, which can lead to greater empathy and compassion for both ourselves and others. Integration of the shadow fosters a sense of empowerment, as individuals learn to accept their complexities rather than suppress them, enabling them to live more authentically and freely. Jung's ideas resonate with George Orwell's warnings about societal control, particularly in how both thinkers emphasise the dangers of repression, whether of the self or of truth. In Orwell's dystopian vision, the suppression of dissenting thoughts and the manipulation of language serve to control the populace, creating a society where individuals are disconnected from their true selves. Similarly, when we deny our shadow, we allow external forces to dictate our identities and beliefs, making us susceptible to manipulation and control. By recognising the importance of integrating the shadow, we can resist the societal pressures that seek to conform us to a singular narrative. This integration not only enhances personal freedom, but also fosters a more authentic engagement with the world, empowering individuals to challenge oppressive systems and reclaim their autonomy. Ultimately, both Jung and Orwell remind us that true freedom requires an honest confrontation with ourselves and the realities we inhabit, paving the way for a more liberated and self-aware society. The psychological underpinnings of totalitarianism, as discussed by George Orwell and Carl Jung, reveal a complex interplay between external and internal forces that can lead to the erosion of individual freedoms. Totalitarian regimes exploit these dynamics by manipulating societal structures and individual psyches to maintain control. Externally, they employ propaganda, censorship, and surveillance to create an environment of fear and conformity, effectively stifling dissent and critical thought. Internally, they prey on the human tendency to seek belonging and certainty, often fostering ideologies that resonate with deep-seated fears and desires. This dual exploitation creates a fertile ground for totalitarianism to thrive, as individuals may willingly surrender their autonomy in exchange for the perceived safety and stability offered by authoritarian rule. One of the most significant dangers of totalitarianism lies in the prevalence of unexamined beliefs and ideologies. Orwell illustrates this in his depiction of a society where truth is manipulated and individuals are conditioned to accept false narratives without question. This lack of critical engagement can lead to a populace that is easily swayed by propaganda, rendering them vulnerable to the whims of those in power. Jung complements this perspective by emphasising the importance of self-awareness and the integration of the shadow. When individuals fail to confront their own biases and unexamined beliefs, they risk becoming complicit in the very systems that oppress them. As we reflect on these insights, it is crucial for viewers to consider their own beliefs and values. Are we critically examining the ideologies we subscribe to, or are we passively accepting them? In a world where information is abundant yet often misleading, cultivating a habit of introspection and questioning is essential. By engaging with our beliefs and understanding their origins, we can develop a more nuanced perspective that resists the allure of totalitarian ideologies. Ultimately, both Orwell and Jung remind us that the path to freedom requires not only vigilance against external forces, but also a commitment to self-examination and personal growth, empowering us to challenge oppressive systems and foster a more just society. George Orwell firmly believed in the power of literature as a vital tool for exposing societal manipulation and illuminating truths about both society and human nature. Through his writings, Orwell sought to reveal the mechanisms of control that underpin oppressive regimes, encouraging readers to question the narratives presented to them. Literature, in its essence, serves as a mirror reflecting the complexities of human behaviour and the intricacies of social structures, allowing individuals to confront uncomfortable truths that might otherwise remain hidden. Orwell's works, particularly Animal Farm and 1984, stand as cautionary tales that illustrate the dangers of totalitarianism and the manipulation of truth. In Animal Farm, Orwell uses allegory to depict the rise of the Soviet regime, showcasing how noble ideals can be corrupted by power and greed. The story serves as a stark reminder of how language can be twisted to serve the interests of the few at the expense of the many. Similarly, 1984 presents a chilling vision of a dystopian future where surveillance, propaganda, and the suppression of dissent create a society devoid of freedom and individuality. Through these narratives, Orwell not only critiques the political landscape of his time, but also warns future generations about the fragility of truth and the importance of vigilance against authoritarianism. Encouraging viewers to engage with literature critically is essential in fostering a deeper understanding of these themes. By approaching literary works with an analytical mindset, readers can uncover the layers of meaning embedded within the text and draw connections to contemporary issues. This critical engagement empowers individuals to recognise the parallels between fiction and reality, prompting them to reflect on their own beliefs and the societal structures that shape their lives. Ultimately, Orwell's belief in literature as a means of exposing societal manipulation serves as a call to action. By reading thoughtfully and questioning the narratives we encounter, we can cultivate a more informed and engaged citizenry, better equipped to challenge oppressive systems and advocate for truth and justice in our own lives. George Orwell's insights remain profoundly significant in contemporary society, as his critiques of power and control resonate with the challenges we face today. His warnings about the dangers of totalitarianism, the manipulation of truth, and the erosion of individual freedoms serve as a crucial lens through which we can examine our current political and social landscapes. In an era marked by increasing polarisation, surveillance, and the spread of misinformation, Orwell's observations remind us of the importance of vigilance in safeguarding our democratic values. Current events often echo Orwellian themes, highlighting the relevance of his work. For instance, the rise of authoritarianism in various parts of the world where governments employ tactics of censorship, propaganda, and surveillance reflects the very realities Orwell depicted in 1984. The proliferation of fake news and the manipulation of information through social media platforms further illustrate the fragility of truth in our society. These developments underscore the necessity of questioning the narratives presented to us and recognising the potential for language and information to be weaponised against the populace. Moreover, the ongoing debates surrounding privacy, data collection, and the role of technology in our lives evoke Orwell's concerns about the invasive nature of surveillance. As we navigate a world where our personal information is constantly monitored and commodified, Orwell's insights serve as a cautionary reminder of the potential consequences of unchecked power and the importance of maintaining our autonomy. Encouraging viewers to stay informed and engaged with societal issues is essential in this context. By actively seeking out diverse perspectives, questioning dominant narratives, and participating in civic discourse, individuals can contribute to a more informed and resilient society. Orwell's legacy challenges us to remain vigilant against the forces that seek to manipulate truth and control our lives. Ultimately, his insights serve as a call to action, urging us to engage critically with the world around us and to advocate for the principles of freedom, justice, and truth in our contemporary society. In this video, we explored the profound insights of George Orwell and Carl Jung regarding freedom and self-awareness, highlighting their enduring relevance in today's society. Orwell's critiques of totalitarianism and the manipulation of truth serve as a powerful reminder of the fragility of our freedoms. His works, particularly 1984 and Animal Farm, illustrate how language and propaganda can be wielded to control thought and suppress dissent. Jung's emphasis on the importance of confronting our shadow, the unconscious aspects of ourselves, underscores the necessity of self-awareness in achieving personal freedom. By integrating these hidden parts of our psyche, we can resist external pressures and live more authentically. We also discussed the critical need for vigilance against manipulation, both from societal forces and within ourselves. As we navigate a world rife with misinformation and ideological polarization, it is essential to remain aware of how our beliefs can be shaped by external influences. By fostering a culture of critical thinking and self-reflection, we can empower ourselves to challenge oppressive narratives and reclaim our autonomy. As we wrap up this discussion, we encourage you to engage with these ideas actively. Reflect on how Orwell's and Jung's insights resonate with your own experiences and beliefs. Consider the ways in which you can cultivate self-awareness and remain vigilant against manipulation in your daily life. If you found this video thought-provoking, please subscribe to our channel for more content that delves into these critical themes. Like and share this video to spark broader discussions within your community about the importance of freedom, truth, and self-awareness. Together, we can foster a more informed and engaged society, drawing on the wisdom of thinkers like Orwell and Jung to navigate the complexities of our modern world. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to continuing this important conversation with you